reading, summer. In the green sunlight beneath trees, I imagine myself cut down in an instant by hundreds of possible finales. The word in is spoken to keep immensity out. Erasmus wrote, "Called or not called, God shall be there." And it is carved in the original Latin above Carl Jung's front door in Switzerland, thousands of miles from here. Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of love poems. Happily married to my wife Amanda, who teaches yoga and can't be here because she's babysitting our humanoid dog, who we'll get to in a minute. I've got a couple poems for him too. But I wrote this poem, and I hated it when I first wrote it, and then I took every line, and I just cut it up and made the last line the first line the last line, and let everything else just sort of randomly shuffle its way in between. And I like it a lot, so that's what's happening in case something sounds off to you. It's been shuffled around. It's called Under a Spell. I have a theory that what has spared us includes anything but momentum, and refuse to understand proof that we were here. The rain's applause settling among eyebrows, the pocket door thudding, moored in the corn, ashes overhead from its track. For light, we have ships, dogs' feet on a tiled floor. The dust is not luminous. This winter, our winter, I am thankful with you, was not winter, just pressing a worn block as straight rows of trees. Day creaking, a knife, not a forest. There, plates settling in the cupboards, was a silvered moment, animals unwrapping, news of evening. The room's buzz booming, the sun, a vegetable face, occurring in all directions, wings thick with atoms, shining parsnip, you. Just a few more for you here. It's another love poem, and I read this one whenever my wife can't be at the readings, because I wrote this on a lonely weekend, just me and the dog. She was out of town, and I kept having dreams about what was happening to her while she was out of town. This is kind of where this poem came from. It's called "When You're Away, My Sleep is Swift," and the first line is also the title. When you're away, my sleep is swift, with river journeying, with portaging o'er like a tame cloud, angered to shade the desert from above. My anger archived in places no one reaches, or my happiness dumb as a smoked hive. Never something in the middle. For 2 days I have been the blade dulled by your precise almond absence. I've heard rain, just a minute of it, then watched the moon slip out, and possibly far away whetstone. I step in and out of dreams, watching food tumble back and forth on your teeth in a room choked with animal perfume, neckties, and the din of silver on silver. Then you're a brain sewn from willows, feet in the earth, your laughter crystalline through fluorescent brush, rafts of storks. All the answers in me rise for work, points spearing my tongue till I wake. The ancient drunks in the late streets, who tells them to holler your name? Sure, I don't have it. We're going to move to the pet now, my dog, who, there's a few people here who've met my dog, and so give me an adjective. People here who've met my dog. Brian.
Emotional?
Emotional.
In a bad way.
Sure.
Full of emotion.
I just said one time. No, yeah, he's full of emotion, yeah. But yeah, you're right. He's emotional. Okay. Makes it sound like he's got some sort of disorder or something. He's perfectly happy. He's overly happy. He has happiness to spare. And this is a poem I wrote for his birthday. November Arcana. That's a first world problem. Like, oh, how do I finish this poem about my dog's birthday? November, just saying, it is. November Arcana. Today is the dog's birthday. We wish him soft, focused landscapes through living glass. Hired by our aging landlady, They arrive to take out 2 sick pines, part of an elm. Beauty does things by force, and all day I am away. We agree the yard is safer this way, and go on with our aging. All day it was the dog's birthday. He didn't seem to give a damn. And yeah, just 2 more here. This is a poem about the month we just entered. And I wrote this, I think, last year on the last day of the month. So it's called August, last of. The heat freaks out a little. The psychic reads, limping in place. It will not be the last time I'm watching crows above this city, watching potential delegates. The dog in the catalog makes me laugh. A smile floating the channels, leaving early. The dog in the road makes me cry. What are the herbs? What are the bonsai? Rain this dense turns my mouth around. And this is my last one, so I just want to say thanks for listening, thanks for coming out. It's good to read in Columbus. I haven't really had a reading in Columbus before. I think I've read a poem or 2 here and there, so it's nice to be here. Thanks for listening. This is called Of the Universe. Blood and air collude, vessels split into galaxies of rust. The body's economy rejects defeat. Demons of the contemporary demand their stubborn cycle. Terror, outrage, and mourning. An eventual hard-heartedness dyes the skin from inside to match the incomprehensible, where the moment's business is chasing the always bad dog, his quicksilver bliss aspiring, wool glove in his jaws, to give the ongoing shock pause. I slip, crush finger under knee, but forgive him, and for a moment, it saves me. Thanks, everybody.